Size versus quality. Great topic. My name is Gabor Svagrik. Welcome to my channel. This is a discussion that maybe some of you might disagree with. Not the discussion, but what I'm saying. But I always strive for quality. It doesn't matter if the painting is this big or giant. Quality, what matters, it's not the size of the painting. I've seen some horrible small ones. I've seen some great small ones. I've seen some great big ones and horrible big ones. Sometimes students jump into these large paintings. I hear this time to time that, oh, I'm working on this large painting, and I look at the students' work and I'm like, you're struggling with the small one. The big one, it's just going to be that much, times X. It's going to magnify your weaknesses. Try to have that small one have quality there before you go to this big one, right? It magically doesn't get better just because it gets bigger. It's like the concept of, I'm going to buy this beautiful frame. Well, if the painting is bad, it ain't going to matter. It's just the frame ain't going to make it better. Even the nicest hand-carved frame is just not going to make it better. Yeah, it's quality. Craftsmanship, right? It's not the size of the painting. It's not easy pulling off a large, gray painting. When I say large, I'm talking like 30 by 40 or bigger. With a painting like that, you got to live with for at least a year or longer, right? You got to pull it out, put it away, put it up. Once you get to a certain point, because what happens is that if you're working on a large piece for a long time, you will not see some of the issues in it. And I know some really top-notch painters, and it's nice that if I'm over at their studio, they ask me, because I see things that, not that they would not have seen it, but they've been working on this for so long that they become blind to it. And everybody's, it can happen to everyone, every one of us. So that's the pitfall of a large painting, putting it out too fast, right? On a smaller painting, people think they can get away with things on a smaller painting, because one brushstroke on a small one is like 5 on the larger one, 5 expressive, like beautiful brushstrokes. Not necessarily. Again, I've seen many small bad ones too. It's not about the size; it's about the quality of the painting. You can have, a beautiful 8 by 10 next to a 50 by 60, and the 8 by 10 is by far better, more poetic brushstrokes, more beautiful color harmony, drawing, all these things. So don't think about size. Don't think that size is going to save you. Don't think that size is going to hide something for you. It cannot hide a bad drawing. It cannot hide a bad design, color harmony, calligraphy, brushwork. It cannot hide any of those things. So don't think that just because you're going to go bigger, that the painting magically takes on some kind of something different. It just doesn't. It's going to be that much worse. You magnified your mistake. That's what happened. And this is a caution to collectors too, that people buy paintings. They just bought a big piece, that's it. It has no impact, no power. It's lacking all these fundamentals. And sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes it is, I don't know. The dealer could be either or. But getting back to more as the creator, that's why I did this channel, is more nuts and bolts. As the creator of the subject is strive for quality first on a smaller scale, and then you can go up from there. Because making something that large, even like a 24 by 30 if you have a successful 8 by 10 and you want to take it into a 24 by 30, that's still a challenge to hold that painting together. Or it's really, well, that's my dog sneezing. There's the sneeze. Yep, you got it, okay. That's the male. I have both of the dogs laying here. Usually I run them so they're quiet, or we're outside like playing before I bring them in here, before I do these recordings, but I don't want to cut it out. And I'll do a video with them so you guys get to see, but you guys get to see them on the other one. I have the female, she needs pets. She's a little more needy than the male. But I'm just kind of lost a little bit my train of thought here with the puppies. Yeah, strive for quality, not for size. Nothing wrong with size, but carry that quality into a larger piece, and it's difficult. Some artists do it better than others. I know artists that made a career out of small paintings. One of the best is small paintings. I don't want to name the name. Not that he's a great artist, and but yeah, I think I would, especially when you're learning, stay away from large paintings. You gotta work on those small ones and perfect those. I mean, when I say perfect them, bring them up to a certain level before you go to the next size up. And go incrementally. Don't go from like 8 by 10. I want to do a 30 by 40, and you've never done 30 by 40. I would jump into like a 1620 or 1824, and then eventually go from there. And you can repeat that painting. You can take it up, but you'll see the problems with between the 8 by 10, 1620, 1824, and 2430 or 3040. You'll see what you thought was not an issue, it becomes an issue in the large painting. All right. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say for now about that. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share, and I will see you next time.